Hi guys, I'm just going to take you through a very simple float rig that I use for pike fishing.
Okay, to start with, you can see I've got my 50 centimeter Savage Gear Black 7 steel wire tracer. This is around about a 25 kilo resistance, 55 pounds about. I don't usually go any bigger, I don't generally feel I never need any more. Then I've got some scissors, a clip-on weight. The weight is just a simple clip-on weight, just to test the depth of the water so that I can float a sardine usually around about 20 centimeters off the bottom. After that, I've then got a circle hook. This is a 3/0 circle hook. I actually use the flaming circle hooks. Seems to work for me. Obviously everyone's got their own preferences. I've then got a Savage Gear spin swivel. Again, this is around about the same. It's 25 kilos, so pretty much the same as my trace. And I then got, after that, a couple of beads. I've then got the quick change run rig. The reason I've got a quick change run rig is I like to just attach it, as you can see, onto my float. So I don't obviously need this one, already pre-attached one onto my float. Nice and simple, so it just runs up and down the line. And then lastly, I've got a couple of float stops and the actual float itself, just a Westlake 30 grams. I tend to find that that's very good. It's very vigilant, very light. It's actually got a bit of condensation in it, but it's very, very light, and it moves around quite well on the rig. So pike have no problems taking down a 30 gram weight. Predator fish, they're obviously going to take it away, no problems.
Okay then guys, I'm now going to take you through how I actually set the rig up. Pretty straightforward. Before I start, I've already got my braided line on there. That's actually a 50 pound braided line. So first thing that I do is I put a float stop on. As you can see, pull this float stop through. After that, I simply put a bead on, like so. This is then followed by my float, which is on the run rig. Nice and easy. Again, following the system back now. So a bead next, and then followed by a float stop. This then allows you to actually play with your line a little bit. Now, obviously the float stops are adjustable, and I like to have a little bit of a run, probably a little bit less than this, on the rig itself. So that braid line, so probably about this length. So when the fish takes it, it goes underneath. I then attach my swivel, as you can see, simple knot through. I normally do around about 5 twists. 3, 4, 5. Pull your knot through. Try not to catch it on float stops. There's your knot. Now onto my swivel, I literally clip my trace line, as easy as that. So it's my lure trace, and then onto my lure trace I clip my circle hook. A little bit fiddly at times, and it just sits like so. Nice easy circle hook, 50 centimeter trace onto a quick swivel. This is because once I've hooked the fish, I like to be able to detach everything away from the equipment, from the rod. So I'll be able to detach it here, and I literally just have the trace in the pike's mouth. I then follow it through with a float stop, a bead, 2 beads, float, and another float stop. Brilliant. To finally finish this off, I then cut and tidy up my line like so. Perfect.
Hi guys, for the last part of the video I've come to the kitchen because I'm dealing with the sardine. I'm now going to actually show you how I hook the sardine onto my circle hook. I literally go into the back fin
just behind the gills of the sardine. This is literally how I would present the fish. It will be on a slight tilt. The reason it's on a slight tilt is because the pike will strike head first. As you can see, I haven't hooked it very deeply. The fish itself is actually frozen, so I can get a pretty good cast out of a frozen sardine. Later on in the day when they thaw out a little bit, it's a little bit more difficult, so I do tend to fish sardines quite close to the bank. And as I say, around about 20 centimetres off the bottom of the water, and this is how I would like to present the fish. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you'd like to go and visit my Instagram page, it's Lucas47_days on the bank. There's a few more pictures of some fish catches and a couple more tips and tricks and a few TikTok videos on there.